Here with Hofstra head coach Frank Catalanotto following a 15-5 win over New Haven today. Coach, congratulations on the win and thoughts on the team's performance today.
Yeah, I was happy. I thought, especially in the last three innings, we swung the bats well. It was nice to see us break out a little bit like that, and I thought our pitching was good. I thought Grady did a good job coming in after Hunter, and I was happy with the way the guys played today.
The bats got going. 8, 10, 13 runs in the last 3 innings, ending in the 8th inning on the walk-off error after the error. Top of the order, got 9 of your 13 hits, 4 from Michael Brown, who's swinging a really hot bat, 3 from Tyler Cox, who walked his first 3 times and then finished a home run shy of the cycle in his last 3. So, what are you seeing from the top of the order, and how can you kind of maybe balance it out?
Yeah,
among the order.
It was encouraging. We need those guys to get going. Michael Brown, Cox, Griggs. We need those guys to swing the bats well, and hopefully, they say hitting is contagious. Hopefully that will, kind of get the other guys going as well. We've had some good sessions with the guys in the cages and talking about the mental part of the game and being aggressive in hitters counts, and I thought we saw that for those last 3 innings. I was happy. Earlier in the game, we left some runners on base. We had a runner on third base with less than 2 outs a few times and couldn't get the run in, so that was a little disappointing. But later in the game, I felt like they made the adjustment, and I think that's a positive. Hopefully we can take that into tomorrow and then the weekend.
Another guy who was batting at the bottom of the order, Danny Corona, been a bit of a struggle so far, but today 2 hits, pulled the ball through the right side of the infield 2 times. What have you been seeing from his at-bats lately in his approach?
He just needs confidence. He's lost confidence, and we need to find a way to get him going. So I think with him hitting some balls hard, getting some hits today, that can kind of help his confidence. And we saw in the fall, when he's a confident hitter, he can do a lot of damage and help the team a lot. So I hope this was a step in the right direction.
Russell Hunter coming back from missing all of last season. You got 3 innings out of him today, 59 pitches. What have you seen from him in his progression back? Yeah,
he looked good at times today. He's just got to pound the zone a little bit more. I felt like his line looks a little bit sloppy. It could have been better. If Escalante steps on third there, gets that out, I think things could be a little bit different. So, we're just looking for Russ to make progress every time out and feel good. And I was encouraged by a lot of what I saw from him today.
All right, no rest for the weary. Turn around tomorrow, go to Fairfield. What do you got to do to keep the momentum going?
Yeah, I think have the at-bats and the mindset at the plate that we did in the last 3 innings. I was really, like I said, I'm really encouraged. I like that. And the other thing is we've got to pound the zone and throw strikes. I think we did a pretty good job today, throwing strikes and challenging hitters. And, if we get more of that, I think we can kind of get out of this little slump we're in and start playing better baseball.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.